good day to you. This is Todd. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. And today we are jumping into Judges, and we are in the midst of talking about the birth of Samson. We're taking three sessions to do this. And today I wanted to we talked about the whole birth of Samson yesterday, and we talked specifically about his parents and how his parents, they were humble in how they dealt with like the angel, and then they sought God in how to raise their son. Today I want to talk about the Nazirite vow. Okay, it kind of pops up in here and you're like, what's a Nazirite vow? Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. Let me read. Well, first of all, do you know anyone else in the Bible that took that Nazirite vow? No one? No one? No one? Well, let me tell you, two other people mentioned in the Bible. The first one is Samuel, okay, had taken that Nazirite vow, okay, and then the other person is John the Baptist, also taking that Nazirite vow. Very specific things about them. They weren't to drink wine or associate with anything with the winemaking, so no grapes at all, no raisins, no grapes, nothing with the vine, okay, and then no cutting of hair was another big thing of that, not cutting the hair. So let me, we're going to read today, not the whole chapter of 13, just verses 6 and 7. Then we're going to go back to Numbers where it talks about that Nazirite vow. So Judges chapter 13, verses 6 and 7. It says this: Then the woman went to her husband and told him, "A man of God came to me. He looked like an angel of God and very awesome. I didn't ask him where he was from, and he didn't tell me. But he said to me, 'You will become pregnant and have a son. Now then, drink no wine or other fermented drink, and do not eat anything unclean, because the boy will be a Nazirite of God from the womb until the day of his death.'" Okay. Later on in chapter 13, it also talks about what the requirements were for the Nazirite vow. Now, if you have your Bibles, you can turn back to Numbers. We're going to look at Numbers chapter 6. The whole chapter of Numbers chapter 6 talks about it, but I'm only going to read verses 1 through 8. That kind of gives kind of a basic thing, basic requirements of it. The rest of the chapter gives some very specific details. If you if you're a Nazirite and you happen to come upon a dead animal or anything like that, then these are the things you have to do to purify yourself. Okay, so we're not going to get into all that today. We're just going to read today Numbers chapter 6, verses 1 through 8. Okay, it says this: "The Lord said to Moses, 'Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man or woman wants to make a special vow, a vow of dedication to the Lord as a Nazirite, they must abstain from wine or other fermented drink, and must not drink vinegar made from wine or other fermented drink. They must not drink grape juice or eat grapes or raisins. As long as they remain under their Nazirite vow, they must not eat anything that comes from the grapevine, not even the seeds or skins.'" Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, is there's no wine drinking at all, and not even anything associated with that. So no grape juice, don't eat grapes, don't eat raisins. Okay, so that's the first thing. And notice right off the bat here, when God is speaking to Moses, this Nazirite vow is optional. God didn't require it of anyone, but he said if you want to make a deeper commitment, then this is what you can do, to have that Nazirite vow. Okay, so that's the first thing, no drinking of wine. Let's read verse 5. "During the entire period of the Nazirite vow, no razor may be used on their head. They must be holy until the period of their dedication to the Lord is over. They must let their hair grow long." Okay, so that's the second thing. They're not to cut their hair ever. It's just you let that hair grow long. Okay, the third thing is verse 6. "Throughout the period of the dedication to the Lord, the Nazirite must not go near a dead body. Even if their own father or mother or brother or sister dies, they must not make themselves ceremonially unclean on account of them, because the symbol of their dedication to God is on their head. Throughout the period of dedication, they are consecrated to the Lord." Okay, So that's the third thing of that is you're not to touch a dead body, okay? And that's even if your father, mother, or sister or whatever dies, okay? That's including animals too, okay? Now you're kind of blowing by this and thinking, oh, big deal, he took that vow. This plays a huge part in the story of Samson, because there's certain periods of time when you're reading this story and you're like, wait a minute, what's he doing with a carcass of a lion and putting his hand in there and stuff like that, okay? So this all plays into that, okay? So that is the Nazirite vow, and it was a vow that you took, it was optional, but you did it as a sign of deeper dependence on God. That's what the whole thing was about, is a deeper commitment to God. Was that vow. And so Samuel took it, John the Baptist took it, and Samson, his family started him out in that, and he was supposed to live that out. You'll see later on throughout his life, he's not very serious about following that. Okay, so I wanted to point that out today, and it's not that hard for us to have that Nazirite vow today. But we need to have a strong commitment to God too. I'm not saying you don't have to, about the dead things and stuff like that, but having that deep commitment to God is a great thing. So thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I'll see you tomorrow as we continue jumping into Judges and we conclude talking about the birth of Samson. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Lord's blessing.